3, 2, 1. All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Razor from RazorTube coming at you with another Rust Console Edition video today. And today's topic and what we're going to be talking about is this wipe is important and when the wipe is next for you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, drop that sub and like. If you guys are old subs or followers coming back, appreciate the support. And this video is going to be on the Rust Console Edition. We're going to be talking about it for the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and the Xbox One X, and all the OG consoles out there. And we're going to talk about why this wipe is important and when the wipe is. All right, so let's talk about it. All right, so one question that's been on everybody's mind is, when are we getting oil rig, the large and small oil rig, onto the main branch? And the important wipe news that we're talking about today is obviously the oil rig. So recently we just had the PTB, the public testing branch tests on the large and small oil rig, and Double 11 has collected all the data on the oil rigs and extrapolated it, and in an effort to optimize the oil rigs in order to bring it to the main branch on console. So why is this wipe important? Is because we might see them actually put out the oil rigs also. So before we get into that, let's talk about the wipe schedule. I know everybody loves seeing these videos and you get some information from it. So let's go right into it. All right. So Thursday, February 24th, in 4 days. Weekly servers are going to get a map and BP wipe, and monthly servers are going to be a map wipe. And also we're going to see another skin store rotation, meaning we get new skins. But why is this wipe going to be important? Because either on wipe day, we're going to see the large oil rigs come, the large and small oil rig come in, or shortly after we might see it come in. The reason why I say this is so important is because a lot of people wanted the oil rig because it has a lot of good tier 3 loot, and it is a staple inside of Rust in general as a monument. The reason for that is because groups, solos, duos, trios all farm that because they want the tier 3 loot, so you can hurry up and probably snowball and get the best loot in the game real fast if you know how to run it. Now, oil rig is no game. It is a hard monument for a reason, and it's hard to complete by oneself or even with a team, depending on what's going on. Now, I do know that when people go ahead in groups and they do oil rig, you got better chances to get off of it in order to get that tier 3 loop back to base to learn it. But sometimes you get countered on it as well. The reason why this wipe is so important is because since such a great monument is going to be coming to the game, it is going to change essentially how we play Rust Console Edition forever. Just being able to access the oil rig and having that access to that loot on there changes the game entirely. So other monuments that you get tier 3 loot from are going to be less significant than the oil rigs themselves. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm looking forward to this wipe, and we do not know for sure if the oil rig will be released then. It has been recently known that some information has been put out there that it could be coming soon. So this is all speculation before you get your panties in a bunch about the oil rig. If it doesn't come out, then we'll be expecting it sooner rather than later, because we know that they've been working on it diligently to put it out there for the masses, right? Because everybody wants to see it to come to the game. Now, what does that mean for solo, duo, and trio teams when it comes to Zergs running the oil rig all the time? It means that more monuments are going to open up, I guess you could say, population-wise, because like water treatment or train yard might be a little bit more open. There might be less people there, only because the Zergs might be going for oil rig, meaning you'll have more time to get better loot. But don't count yourself out just yet if you're a solo, duo, or trio, because with oil rig, if there's a small one and a large one, you'll have your chances to get your butt right onto one to get that tier 3 loot eventually. But you'll have to be more strategic about it. What do I mean by that? You'll have to plan your trips to oil rig to precisely attack it and leave it knowing that you have all that loot. So what are the benefits of oil rig coming to console, and what are the pros and cons? Well, pros, we get tier 3 loot and more PvP to be focused on one monument in general, right? So anybody who wants to be a Chad can go to the oil rigs and expect some action there, whether it be scientists, heavy scientists, or teams of people in general. Now, the cons of oil rig. The cons is if you're a solo, duo, or trio, you might not be able to get it your very first run. Only because the lack of team and maybe the lack of strategy because you're not used to this monument might cost you the gear that you carry to it. But needless to say, with oil rig coming out, there'll be plenty of videos I put out there on how to do oil rig from a solo perspective, a duo, trio, even a group, to help you out to conquer the oil rig monument. But so do we think it's going to come out this wipe? There's a good possibility it could. Will it come out after the wipe? Definitely will come sooner rather than later. I think we're looking at either this wipe or shortly after, in maybe the month of March or April, if they delay it because they run into some optimization issues down the line. Now, don't take my word for it. That's just my guesstimation, knowing or reading all the information that's out there that's available to the public, by the way. So, what do you guys think about the oil rig coming to console? What do you think the pros and cons are? Put them in the comment section below. And when do you think it's going to come out? You can also put that in the comment section below. But that's why I wanted to tell you guys this is such an important wipe, because either this wipe or shortly after, we are going to be welcoming the oil rig back into the game, but on the main branch itself. So without further ado, I'm RazorTube. If you guys are new to the channel, I thank you guys for watching the content. I appreciate it very, very much. This is the news on the important wipe that's coming up. So I'll see you guys soon. Drop that sub and like, hit that notification bell. If you haven't already, you'll get the most current and up-to-date news out there for the Rust Console Edition, and I'm looking forward to it. As far as transportation and other things that are coming down the pipeline for 011 that they're working on for the Rust Console Edition, I'll be doing some videos on those soon, so expect to see those in your notifications. All right, guys, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it very much, and I'll see you next video, and I'll see you in the next stream. Heck, I'm probably streaming tonight, so stop by, throw a like, and watch the adventure. All right, thanks, guys. Bye-bye.